Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to the Aquarian Adepts, my platform to become your spiritual server. And welcome to your daily Adept report for today, Thursday, May the 31st of 2018. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. And let's see what is in store for today. Well, the moon has shifted into Capricorn, which is bringing about some grounding energy, considering the fact that things have been rather cerebral over the past few days. Still coming off that full moon energy. But with this moon in Capricorn, it's going to definitely bring a bit of grounding energy. We're definitely going to be more focused emotionally on our legacy and our path and where we're heading to. So that's the first card that popped up, which is Crossing Bridges. It just kind of popped out. Let's see what else we got here for today. Interesting. All right. So the first card, like I said, we have Crossing Bridges, which is it is time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. And then we also have Surrendering to the Journey, which is release control. Then we actually have Faraway Places, which is get ready for new horizons. This is interesting, very interesting. So we're coming into this grand water trine. It's kind of building up, and this grand water trine is between Venus and Cancer. We have Jupiter retrograde in Scorpio, and we also have Neptune in Pisces. So this time right now that we are kind of coming into is a time of great healing, but it's a time where really, as I said in my weekly, we're kind of going through like this pyramid of like water, and as we walk through this pyramid, we're being healed and cleansed of any fears, anxieties, worries, and really this kind of hanging on to the past. I think it's interesting how, anytime you cross a bridge in life, you're going from one platform to another, and it's almost like you have to have this trust that that bridge is going to hold you up. This is why sometimes people don't like to move from one spot to another. This is why sometimes people don't like to take action, because they wonder and they have this fear that maybe the bridge won't stay sturdy, it won't hold up. But we have to trust, and have to have faith that as we cross over from one point to another in our life, from one season to another, from one stage to another, that bridge is going to remain sturdy and actually hold us up so we can go through this time of healing and mending. And it's also a time of releasing. And it's interesting because you're releasing the old way, you're leaving the old, and you're coming into the new. It's interesting how you have Surrendering to the Journey, which is actually release control. It's kind of funny because we do have the moon, which is in Capricorn right now, and Capricorn is all about control. But I think what it's saying today is like, where in our life can we really revamp what it means to have control? And I think what this is that sometimes we like to drive our lives in a certain direction. And I think we can only drive it for such a long time. I think we have to really kind of let up the reins and allow spirit to guide us. We have to allow the universe to guide us. And we resist the urge to go on the journey, where we resist this urge to change. But what this is saying here is that we have to surrender to the journey. We have to surrender to life. We have to surrender to the moment. That's what I just think of it as. We have to surrender to the moment, because so many times we are so focused on the past, and even we're focused on the future so much too. But it's like we can't even really hold on to that too much. Why? Because Saturn is in Capricorn, and we have Pluto here. And even though technically I would say that even Aquarius more or less rules the future, the South Node is there. And which is saying that we actually have to relinquish trying to control the future. We have to relinquish trying to know so much about the future. And with Pluto in Capricorn, which rules your legacy, and it's really quite wrecking this space. I like to think of Pluto really as this wrecking ball, but it's like really transforming the way that we look at, our direction, our legacy, where we're heading, how we're climbing this mountain. So with Pluto being in this spot and it's bringing about this death and rebirth, we really do have to surrender to the moment. Because it's by surrendering to the moment and taking things step by step, day by day, that the journey really just unfolds and we're really able to be guided in the right direction. And where are we going? We're going to faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. So we are all kind of at this point in our life where we are crossing this bridge. We're crossing the bridge from the old into the new, right? And there is this subconscious, almost like desire, or this subconscious pull to try and hold on to the old, try to hold on to what we have known. But really, what we're being asked to do is to surrender to the journey, surrender to the moment, surrender to the adventure, right? And the reason why we're being told to surrender to the journey is because we had to think about this recent full moon that we had in Sagittarius. Saturn wasn't there. This is the first time we've had the full moon in Sagittarius since Saturn has left that sign. So now we are really being called to go in a new direction. We really are being called to aim our bow in a different direction. Because I think what happens is that, like, if you aim at one particular target for such a long time, you become proficient at hitting that target, but then you don't really learn anything after a while. It was actually interesting because I was speaking to one of my good friends last night, and we both are kind of in like the same energy where we felt like we're not really being challenged at our places of work. So we're looking for a more mental stimulation, looking for more of a challenge. So it's like, also we have to remember that surrendering ourselves to the journey and surrendering ourselves to the moment is a bit of a challenge. Why? Because we haven't really been taught this. We haven't been taught how to surrender to the moment, how to surrender to the now. We've been taught to really focus on the past and what happens on the past. And we also are taught to focus on the future and prepare for the future. While there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with reminiscing about the past. And there's nothing per se wrong about focusing on the future. The best way really to relinquish control, and the best way to kind of go with the flow of the universe, is to be aware of this moment right now. And that's as simple as doing this. It's as simple as taking a deep breath. And it's by crossing these bridges, we know that while we're on this, we are surrendering to this journey. And it's going to take us to faraway places, which are really going to bring about this, trying to find the right word for it. It's really going to give us this fulfilled state of experience, and more of a fulfilled state mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. By surrendering to the moment today, you can really go on this journey of self-discovery. And really, I feel like this is going to be more of an inner journey today, but you will be taken to far places within your consciousness that's really going to bring about this depth of wisdom, and it's going to allow you to move about every day, step by step, in a way where you just really take in the moment. You just take in everything with all that's happening around you, and you have like this deep gratitude and appreciation. You have this deep gratitude and appreciation, like, yes, I am here right now. Let this moment right here heal me. Yes, let this moment right here connect me to the divine, to the source, to God. Let it mend broken parts that I feel in my soul. Let it allow me to release this heaviness, burdens of worries, doubts, and fears. It's by really coming into the moment and surrendering to the moment that we really will be taken far in our life. That is it for your reading today. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. If you like a personal reading with me, you can follow the link in the description below to theAquarianAdepts.com. And always remember, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to keep moving forward, to stay focused, and Yahoo! Smile often.